You do not need to use 50,000 different methods to generate leads. 3 to 4 good methods can build you multi-million-pound businesses without any problem at all. In-person networking is a really amazing way of building some really quality relationships in your business. The way that you need to think about this is you need to think that these people are going to be your new friends. They're your social circle, they're your business social circle, they're gonna advise you, they're gonna hook you up with different people. And if you get a good group, you think about them as a support bubble almost, in a weird way. You don't think about them as potential customers or leads or whatever. You don't sell to these people. I would almost say have a rule of never selling to these people. And instead, what you want to do is you want to be the go-to person for each of these people. It's great for your brain to get out once a week, even if you're doing something that's, sitting behind a computer a lot. It's a really good social thing to just get out, talk to people, explain your ideas, see that body language, see where people get confused when you say a certain thing or a certain sentence. Okay, maybe other people are seeing that when I do that as well. So there's no replacement for live audience. There isn't. It's the reason that, entertainers love that live audience as a drug. And the same thing applies here. Just go and enjoy the idea of getting your ideas out there, speaking to people, and sort of feeling that sort of actual human to human connection rather than sort of doing everything through a screen. Cold calling is much like public speaking in a lot of ways. It requires you to sort of get out there, put yourself out there, face rejection as such. It's not for everyone, but it doesn't mean it can't work for you. Trying to come up with a list of 25 or 30 people that you can call that you think, yeah, okay, these people look like they could do with what we sell. I'll call them up and see what's what. You're just trying to speak to the decision maker. That side of things is just playing phone tennis. You speak to the decision maker, ask them a very simple question. Do you have a problem with this? That's all you're trying to do. You're just trying to ascertain if there's a problem, and if there is, are they open to hearing about the potential solution that you've got? Forget all of the tricks. All you're trying to do is just piece together their problem and your solution. That's it. Video marketing is an amazing platform for producing really cool, high quality content that gets watched, listened to, and paid attention to. If this is something that you can do because you either got the technology, you've got the time, it's your vibe, then you absolutely should go down the video route because the benefits are massive. That said, it's an incredibly time-consuming thing to do and can be expensive if you outsource it and don't do it yourself. Try and be smart about it. If you're getting a video production company in, get them in for a couple of days, get all your content sorted out and shoot everything over a couple of days for as much as you possibly can, and then have it edited and posted consistently. This entire thing is very similar to content marketing in the sense that you're looking for a keyword, so you can use keyword research tools to identify what people are typing in to YouTube, much the same way that you can with Google. And then you're trying to obviously provide a good answer to those questions or to those videos. So what you might find is that there's a written component and a video component to the same answer, and you're just delivering it slightly differently. So you're coming up with the same content, it's just your delivery is different. So there's a lot of benefits, and if you're smart about it, you can mix your video stuff in with an awful lot of your content marketing efforts, and then tying that in as well, you can then tie that into your social media as well. And again, you can chop it up into little sort of like 15, 20, 30-second clips, and that is your social media content. So you might start to notice a pattern here that all of this stuff can be kind of interlinked, and a lot of it is just basically reworking the same information, and it's just altering the delivery method. Webinars are an absolutely brilliant way of making sure that you've got a nice automatable process going on in the background, sending you high quality leads every single week. Main benefit of webinars, super versatile. You can always change them up, you can always change your pitch, you can change your offer. It's really nice you've got that control over it. Once you've got the framework behind it, it's a really versatile bit of kit. You can use it for higher ticket stuff, but generally I would sell lower price stuff till you get better at it, and then you can start ramping it up after that. You want sales, you want activity. I'm a big fan of moving the sales pitch, if there is such a thing, further forward. Basically doing the build up, not to the sales pitch, but to the how-to. So you want to sell them on the benefits of whatever it is that you're trying to convince them is a good idea. It's almost like a breath of fresh air. They can almost relax after that because they know that there isn't this big sales pitch coming, and that's kind of out of the way and you've done it. You've hooked them with the info, then you go, look, just going to be straight with you, this is what we're going to try and sell you. And you just tell them straight up, and you tell them the price, you tell them what it is, and that's it, and then you move on. And then you deliver the bulk of the info, and then you tell them exactly how to do something, you spell it out for them, and then at the end, you just remind them that there's that offer that you presented earlier. So here's the link, by the way, if you're interested, and leave it at that. You've got their details, you had to have it, so you can always follow up later on and do it with email. Cold email is an automation dream. It doesn't need to be crazy complicated though. The hardest part is matching up the people that you're emailing with the message that you're emailing them and the timing. That's really it. Right person, right message, right time. We actually got Better Proposals off the ground. We got our first customer with cold email, and this is how we did it. I would Google web design London, because I knew that that was a massive search term, and anybody on that front page was going to be getting hammered with proposal requests all day long. So I knew proposals were going to be top of mind. But all I would be doing is literally just asking to speak to the person that was responsible for sending proposals. Produced an insane response to the point where I had people calling me immediately saying, yes, absolutely, I've got this problem. Like, proposals are a nightmare. Like, what is it that you're doing? It's a real problem for us. So that was a real eye-opener. So it told me very clearly and very quickly that the people that I was emailing definitely had this problem, and it was massive proof of concept. Not only for the product that we were selling, but also for the method that we were doing it. I would have somebody each week go through and give them a new city in the UK. So it'd be Manchester, it'd be London, it would be Brighton, it would be Liverpool, whatever. And I would just give them a new city, and they would be typing the same thing in: web design Liverpool, web design whatever. And they would just be searching, producing that list, giving me 100 every week. So every Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock, 10:30, I would start emailing, and I would try and get all of them done by the time I got around to 11:30. And then on Thursday in the afternoon, around 2-3 o'clock, I would send the follow-up ones. And that worked really, really, really well. So I think our first 150 customers came exactly from this method and this method alone. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant process. If you can try and find something nice and simple to get people to say yes to, ask a good question, make the email forwardable to other people, and just make it something that's really easy to reply to, really easy to say yes to, keep it nice and short, and follow up within 3 or 4 days. And then if they don't respond after that, don't worry about it, just move on. You're not trying to get blood from a stone here, you're just trying to find that low-hanging fruit, people to say yes if they've got a current problem, and that's really it. And as soon as you can, get this stuff automated, because there's plenty of tools out there to do it.